So, alright, this first clip that I'm going to show you will give you a broader understanding of what's going on.
This is a very complicated case, Mod. You know, a lot of ins, a lot of outs, a lot of what have yous, and a lot of strands to keep in my head, man. You know, a lot of strands in old Duder's head.
Alright, a lot of ins and outs. There's a lot of things going on here, Mod. A lot of things old Duder's trying to keep in his head. But, alright, I got a new shirt. Right? Ready? Ladies, grapefruit your man. Fucking, it's beautiful. It's perfect. I got mine in black. Really made the orange pop. I took the picture in white because what I took the picture in. But there's all manner of different colors. I think blue and red and other stuff. And it's got my little logo on the back. Can't show you a picture of that because I don't have a picture of that. But it's going to have my little logo on the back. And there you go. Fucking bam. Ladies, grapefruit your man. Now you may notice that this is far more different than the shirts I've had in the past. And the reason is because in the past I was doing the shirts myself on Teespring. I am not a graphic artist. I'm an idea guy. So I come up with something that sounds funny and I go, hey, putting that on a shirt's a good idea. My part's done. Like, this is funny, put it on a shirt. Now, as far as making it look appealing to where people would actually want to buy and wear it, that's not my problem. I don't know how to do that. But the lady that I partnered up with, boss lady with the CBD company, right, she has another website called naturalhealthycbd.com. My code works there. They sell the same stuff as the Extra Spoon, but the Extra Spoon does a lot more of like charity stuff. Like it's more like service dog charity based type thing. Natural Healthy CBD is less charity, but still does charity. They're still kind of like, anyways. So they also work with another person that does shirts and all that stuff. So I now have a store with them, and the boss is taking my, brilliant sayings that are just shittily done, and she's turning them into beautiful stuff. Like, look at that. I would have never thought to actually put a grapefruit on it because I just think the saying's funny enough. But it's a t-shirt. Why would you want to wear a t-shirt that just says, ladies, grapefruit your man? Fucking nobody's going to get that shit. It's got to look good. I don't know how to make it look good. She knows how to make it look good. So she's making the shirts look good. I'm going to probably fold my Teespring into the much more talented direction of making better shirts. So the Teespring will probably slowly go away and other things will happen. All of this is going to be linked in the description. You guys don't know how to look in the description for shit that I just tell you. Because, fucking goddammit, look in the description. That's where I put things. Like the reference later things, they'll go in the description. It's going to be there. Glad that happened. I'm also sick. So this is going to be a lot of fun for you guys. Probably not so much fun for me. But this is probably the first time I've actually been sick in 4 or 5 years. Something like that. Like I quit my last job so I can, I can tell them that I wasn't sick any of those days I said I was sick. That was acting. But yeah, I actually am sick now. This sucks. Now I remember why I worked so hard to not ever get sick. But it is one of those things where it's like my immune system is so badass, where I wonder if like the same illness that I have, if like a normal person caught it, would they be hospitalized? Like, do I have some wild fucking strain that can actually infect me? No. So, anyways, might die. But here's the Q&A. Hello. Alright, so we're doing the Q&A. I've taken all your questions and all your statements. Some of you left just statements, and that's cool. I'll be just playing a slideshow of statements at the end. Fuck it, why not? Everybody gets involved. But it was like 120 some. Fucking, so this could be a long one. Get ready. Alright, first up, Ava Quill. I have these in orders of newest first. So whenever I got it all and everything, and I just started taking screenshots, it was newest first. So the oldest comments, all you first people, you're all gonna be at the end. Sorry about that. Ava Quill says, I was waiting for someone to ask it. No one has. F it. What would you consider the best thing and worst thing about being a creator? The best thing would be the audience, really. Like, interaction with the audience. I think that is so much fun. You guys give me... Like, honestly, I think I've done my own, from ground up scratch, my own ideas maybe 3 times in the last 2 weeks. Everything else has been fucking shit that you guys have put in my head one way or another. Made me think about, made me sparked an idea or whatever. So, yeah. Dealing with you guys. That's been a lot of fun. And the worst thing about being a content creator, I would probably say, is dealing with you guys. Dealing with the audience. Like, not specifically you guys. Just dealing with the audience. Like, okay. Best thing, dealing with subscribers. Worst thing, dealing with the audience. That makes sense? You know what I mean? Like, the helpful, wonderful people, my own little echo chamber, all of you guys. Yeah, it's great to deal with you guys. Dealing with everybody else sucks. Because they just lie. And they don't even, it's almost like they don't even really mean to lie. It's just, they've got it worked into their head that this is the way it works, and they don't care enough to actually look. So they wind up lying. And nobody cares. You know what I mean? Like, nobody cares about... Like, it's funny as hell, because I was watching a video where somebody was like, we're people too, just because I get online and I say things, that doesn't mean that... And it's like, well, look, when you're a private citizen, and you're just a private citizen... If somebody decides to just randomly attack you, that's ridiculous. What the fuck? But if you're a person who's decided to put yourself in a public forum, as everybody has, one way or another, if you have a Facebook, you've decided to put yourself out there in a public forum unless you never post on it. Right? Like, that's not unreasonable to say. So you put yourself out there in any way, and it's going to open yourself up to the world. And the world is not full of good people. The world is full of a great variety of people. And some of them are very bad. And some of them, for whatever reason, just go, you're going to be my pet project. And that's just annoying, and it sucks. But you can't sit there and go, I don't understand why all this is happening. It's because you decided to put yourself out there. There's a whole lot of people that nobody's ever heard of. Even including YouTube fame. There's still not many famous people in the world. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that don't put themselves out there to the degree that we do. So, when you start doing that, you're kind of going, I'm opening myself up to whatever happens. And I hope it's just good. And if you wind up getting death threats... that sucks. That's bullshit. You shouldn't do that. But you're going to have those people that are fucking crazy like that. And as it stands right now, not a shit ton of precedents legally. So there's not really a whole hell of a lot you can do. So maybe you should have waited another 10 years to where maybe the laws catch up to the internet and the internet becomes policeable. But right now, it's Wild West. It's the 7 seas. We all pirates. Like, And sometimes pirates just sink a motherfucker's boat because it's there. Why not? You know? And so, yeah, you're getting in with sharks when you get into the internet. Even if you're just like, I just want to have a Facebook so I can talk to my friends. You better make that shit invite only. And only invite your friends. Because otherwise, you're inviting the world. You should pay attention to that distinction. But yeah, so fucking that's the best and worst. Dealing with people that love me is awesome. Dealing with other people is fucking a trial. Jedi Fawn asks, I would like to be the person I was before Joy Sparkle came into my life. She has made me lose all the joy and sparkle in the world, and all I see is her BS. She has made me a person I am not and someone I do not want to be. Help me go back to a world without joy, without sparkles, and without her brand of bullshit, please. Well, look, you just gotta not pay attention to it. I unsubscribed from her channel. And would you like to know how much that has made a difference? 100%. It has made a 100% difference. Because just not being subscribed to her has made a shit ton of difference. It's not, I don't ever look at her channel. I look at the things that you guys send me, but like when it's things that involve me. Joy was talking about you on a stream. That's cool. I'll watch it and I go, oh look, Joy's talking about me on a stream. Hey, look at that. That's cool. And then there's other times where it's like, Joy said this, and I'm like, don't care, and I don't look at it. That's how you do it. You find a different way to focus your energy. Find somebody else to pick on. There's always Riley. Ralph Scott asks, okay, here we go. Should I leave my wife and get a sex doll, and can you say cereal is breakfast soup? I can say that cereal is breakfast soup. Pretty much. I mean, it would be a cold soup. It would be, what the fuck is that called? Fishy swar or whatever the fuck. I don't know. But yeah, it would be a cold soup. Sure. I could totally buy that. Why the fuck not? That seems almost crazy to ask. And should you leave a wife and get a sex doll? I would say, honestly, like, you're just throwing away a lot of money. The divorce is going to cost, because your grounds are, I want to get a sex doll. Like, your grounds are essentially, I just don't want a wife. And so that's going to cost you a lot of money. And then the sex doll is going to cost you a lot of money. Unless you want one that's 5'2", but apparently that's how tall Joy is. So, you know, do your thing. But, whatever. Yeah. And honestly, the sex doll's just as annoying as probably your wife is. Believe me. The only difference is I can just stick her in the closet for months on end and not get arrested. Like, that's the difference between a wife and a sex doll. But, and I guess there's no, like, sustainable cost with a sex doll. Unless you get it professionally cleaned, which at this point I think I would have to do to be able to want to stick my dick in that thing again. But, I mean, I don't know. If it's really that bad, dude, just leave your wife and find some other chick to fuck. Like, don't get a sex doll. Just be single. Be the most eligible bachelor in your town. And just don't actually hook up with chicks. Like, hook up with chicks, but don't... hate the English language. Am I getting my laugh? Jules laughing meme. Emoji, whatever. Jules XD, are you getting your laugh copyrighted? No. I think that would be weird to get laughter copyrighted. That would be a fucking weird. I don't think I could do that. I don't think it's unique enough. It's not like Woody Woodpecker or any of that kind of shit, so I don't think I could do that. And I don't really care. You know. If you can do a good imitation of my laugh, fucking make money on it. And also, who would you rather sit down and have a heart-to-heart with? Riley Dennis or Onision? Honestly, like, the Onision, I think, is just... I think he knows what he's doing. Like, he knows what he's doing. He's not retarded. He acts retarded, but he's not retarded. He knows what he's doing. And Riley, I think, is just misinformed. Like, she's misinformed. Like, I can see Riley having a eureka moment where something finally sinks in. She goes, holy shit, wow. Like, I could see swaying Riley. I probably could sway Riley to at least one or two of my points of view. Onision, he's just gonna be like, meh. Like, he doesn't care. It's a bit. It's his character. He's become the character. He's played the character so long, he's now the character. That's just become his life. And, you know, that's his frame of thought, is the character. Whenever the camera's off, he could be completely different. He could be a totally different person. And I would totally buy that. But whenever he's doing his shit, he's the character. And there's no talking to a character because the character's there to play their specific role. Riley's like a pawn. That's the way I look at Riley. She's a pawn. She just doesn't know. Like, you can really tell with what she said about the Holocaust in that one video that she just doesn't know. Holy shit. Yankee Diva wrote me a book. I have a friend who is all into AMT. I don't know what that is. Some of their costumes are pretty wild. Will you ever do a video on your battle days? Yeah, I'll have to figure out some way to do that kind of shit. I'm sure I can just... I mean, I don't have any footage of me fighting, as far as I know. But, yeah, I could definitely talk about it. It was some fun... I got some fun stories, man. Who is your favorite writer? I don't know. I can't really say as I have a favorite writer. I've probably answered this question differently before, but I can't really say as I have a favorite writer. Oh, what's his name? The guy that does the Vlad Tolstoy novels. Stephen Brust. He's damn good. I'll throw out Stephen Brust this time. I don't know if I threw him out before, but yeah, Vlad Tolstoy novels. Those are some fucking great books. Oh, it's so good. It's all like Cloak and Dagger, and the main character is an assassin, and it's very cool. Very cool. That and the Cavern romances. Those were some really good books. That's who I'll pimp this time around. Like an author you cannot wait to get your hands on it. Yeah, that would be Stephen Brust. What could you possibly not live without and read 100 times over? Faith of the Fallen. It's like book 7 or 8 in the Sword of Truth series. And I could read it 100 times because I know the context. But somebody else would have to read a whole lot of books to get up to it. But Faith of the Fallen is an amazing book. It's actually really relevant for this day and age. It's pretty much like socialism. Like, this guy gets kidnapped and taken to a different region of the world where it's all socialism. And it's just horror and atrocity and just greed and nastiness and the powerful rule with an iron fist. And it's all very, very bad. And he winds up, like, fucking freeing everybody. It was a very cool book. Very, very good book. In context, it's good. You got to read the whole Sword of Truth novel series for that one. But, meh. What is your favorite location on Earth? My fucking... right here. Right here where I'm sitting on my couch. What is your favorite ancient civilization? Egyptians, man. That had to have been some wild fucking times. Just to be pretty much anywhere, unless you were a slave, that had to suck. But if you were anywhere above slave in Egypt, that had to have been some crazy shit. Who's your favorite crazy person throughout history? Rasputin, for obvious reasons. What's your favorite language? English. Would you go on a deep sea expedition? Fuck yeah. I would love to go way down, like midnight black down, like as far down as the sunlight can no longer penetrate down, where it's really fucking cold and the pressure's really fucking high and everything glows and sparkles. That would be a lot of fun. Do you have any interest in doing one of those DNA tests to learn your family's ethnic backgrounds? No, because everybody's from everywhere, and that's all they ever tell you. Oh, how many different ethnicities do you think you have in your background? 3 or 4? No, really, you have like 50. No shit, we all do. They're dumb. Who makes you laugh more than anyone else? Probably my buddy James. He makes me laugh more than anybody else. Struck by lightning or lose a limb in a shark attack. I would rather be struck by lightning, because either A, you're gonna die quick and easy, or B, you're gonna have superpowers. And if you lose a limb in a shark attack, you're pretty much gonna bleed out painfully if you're really fucking lucky, or wind up surviving yet sans limb, which is not a superpower. Do clowns scare you? No, not unless they have a gun. Favorite homemade baked good? Oh, those, the Buckeyes. You guys probably don't have them elsewhere in the world, but in Ohio we have Buckeyes. Who even fucking knows what they would be called anywhere else? But they're peanut butter rolled into a ball and then dipped into chocolate, except for the last little bit, which is what makes them look like a Buckeye, right? And then the chocolate hardens, and then you eat the motherfucker. And it's just peanut butter and chocolate. It's so goddamn good. Those and the we call them Hello Dolly squares. They're also just peanut butter with chocolate across the top. Pretty much peanut butter. That's my thing. If you were trapped in the island of Lost, would you rather be taken by a fog monster or wear Hurley's hairstyle for the rest of your life? Well, the fog monster kills you or turns you evil. And Hurley's hair is just goofy. So, I think I'd look fucking gorgeous with that giant fucking... I'd look like Darkseid from DC Comics. If you could go back and correct television history, which TV show would you uncancel? Now, I would want to say Firefly. But there's some shit that goes on with that. I think the second season, I don't know. Like, because it wasn't like Firefly was going to be great on that level forever. I think the second season would have been pretty good. I think the third season would have been And then I think if it would have gone on past that, it would have just ruined it. It wasn't going to be a TV show that was going to go 10 seasons. You know what I mean? But what they did with the movie makes me kind of go, maybe they didn't want to do a TV show that they hoped lasts forever. Maybe they had a set point to it and a set storyline, and they were going to go through the set storyline and have beginning, middle, and end. And so if it would have been like a 3 or 4 season show that pretty much took the movie and expanded it for like 2 to 3 seasons, I think that would have been fucking amazing. So there you go. But it's not, would you just uncancel and have it run forever? No. We learned with Buffy and Angel there can be too many seasons to a TV show. Would you rather walk on broken glass or Legos? Legos, because broken glass cuts and that lasts a lot longer than Lego bites. Lego bites fucking suck dick though. Initial pain goes to Legos, but lasting pain, What single thing has made the most impact on your life? Pragmatism. When I decided to look into pragmatism and I decided that was a good way to live my life, that has made a major impact on my life. Many hugs, ass! Oh, fun questions. Can we ask more than one? Apparently you can. Whatever, I'm gonna. Sorry they're not advice related. That's fine. What would be your dream job besides YouTube bum? Fucking YouTube bum. That's it. Like, this is my dream job. Just to have the freedom to just make a random video every day, or 2 or 3 times, 4 times a week even, and just kind of do whatever the fuck I want. That's it. I want to do. My other dream job would be rich enough to not have to have a job. That would be it. I just want to do what I want to do. I want to fucking say today I'm going to play a game, and I'm not going to sleep until it's done. Like, to have the freedom to do that would be amazing. And I can't have that kind of freedom with being a YouTube bum. You know, but at least if I was just a YouTube bum, I could at least go back to being able to play games and shit. God damn it. What is the heating pad for? The heating pad's purpose is twofold. It's for whenever I get muscle pains, and in the winter, my basement apartment gets fucking chilly. So I take a blanket and I wrap it around myself, and I throw the heating pad inside there in my lap, and it keeps my balls nice and toasty, and it makes the blanket heat up, which keeps the rest of me toasty, except my nose. My nose gets cold. And if you had the power to shut down any YouTube channel, what channel would it be and why? I wouldn't shut down any YouTube channel for any reason. I seriously wouldn't. I can't think of. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Like the pregnant Elsa channels, those fucking things are just weird. Where they're doing, like, because it's almost like surreal channel stuff to me. And they're very weird, and I don't see them having a purpose. So if I had to shut down a channel, like if I had the power to shut down any channel, I wouldn't bother to flex it. But if I had to shut down a channel, it would probably be the creepiest of those channels. Because I just don't see them serving any purpose, and they're marketed to children, and they're very weird, and I don't know. I think studies need to be done as to the mental impact that has on kids. So, yeah, that's why I would shut that shit down. Tawny Pruitt asks 2. In all seriousness, what do you think different fan bases should do in order to disagree more politely? Be fucking civil. This is a question you don't need to have answered. Be civil. Be polite. You can disagree and be polite. Fucking Roadhouse. What if somebody calls my mama a slut? Is she? Like, be nice. Be nice until it's time to not be nice. But the thing is, if you start off not being nice, nobody has a reason to be nice. Because then it's the time to not be nice. You know what I mean? Be nice. Like with the lolcow incident. I was kind of shitty, but I was shitty because I see the things they're doing as being bad, and I wanted to have a good sledgehammer impact. I wanted to scalpel where I needed to scalpel and bash them over the head where they needed to fucking see sense. And they attacked me. They immediately went nasty. So I went nasty back because I was polite until it was time to not be polite. If you start off not being polite, shit's not going to be polite. But if we can be polite, then you get all sorts of inside information. You know what I mean? From somebody who's in the source. Dummies. But whatever. That's fine. They're not interested in fucking that kind of shit. They're interested in just doing their thing. But that's what we should do. Be nice. Be polite. Civil. Civility. Why is it so difficult? You can't hear something that maybe hits a little bit close to home and that maybe makes you think, fuck, I am kind of an asshole. And take that and go, fuck, maybe I am kind of an asshole. And don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? Civility. Deliver the message with civility, receive it with civility, respond with civility, discourse civilly. How did you get started on here? What kind of equipment do you use to do vids? I got started on here because I was in a bad relationship and it was just miserable. So I manufactured an excuse to get my girlfriend out of the apartment so that I could have my best friend come over and I could pretend like I wasn't miserable. That's how it started. And those are the podcast days. And then the equipment that I use, what are you? Canon Vixia HFR62. I'm sure that it's like the 8 generations ago or something like that. And my PCs are, I don't know, one of them's a big neat looking one, and I think the other's a Dell. I don't really know. I know what the components are, so I find the cheapest version that has the shit that I need it to have in it. You know what I mean? If I need a good processor, So to tell you exactly what I have, like, I don't know. Someday I'd have to look into that. Like, that would be something I'd have to research my own shit to be able to tell you what I use. If it doesn't say the name on it, I see LG, but that might just be the DVD player. I don't know. Bertrand? I don't know. Amazon. The equipment that I use can be found easily on Amazon. This is shit that's cheap but best. Ducky Chan asks, what's a good way to get in the groove of exercising? Well, shit. Music, I would imagine. There is no groove to exercising. It's work. That's why they call it working out. It's not supposed to be fun, and it certainly isn't supposed to be easy. That's why they say feel the burn. So, I mean, like, whatever it is you need to motivate you, whether it's a picture of a hot chick or a picture of a hot dude or a picture of whatever. Conversely, but you're imagining it you. I don't know. Whatever it is that you need to get you doing it. But as far as the groove of exercising, I don't think that shit fucking exists. It's the grind of exercising. Exercising sucks. I did it for a year. For a year straight, I went to the gym every day. And every day I didn't want to do it. And then I got there and I did it. And then I just went home. Like, you gotta, I don't know, just do it. Just do it! Mr. Hurtful Ass, I love watching you grow. My question is, when will you treat us with another dance video? And then the response was this, what she said, and Mr. Hurtful had a little pee. Whenever, I don't know, man, like, I'm so sore after a day of work. The last thing I want to do is that shit. So it would have to be some weekend when I'm feeling really good, but it's going to be a while. Like, I sat on my ass for 10 months. It's amazing how much your muscles degrade with just 10 months of doing nothing. Now that I'm doing things again, it's really hard on my body. And I'm getting old, so it'll happen. It'll happen. All in good time. It's where it fits. I'm not a dance channel. I'm not just gonna be like, here's me dancing. It's gotta fit somewhere. It's gotta be appropriate. I am the bias. I am the bias. I don't know. Do you think that politics or education are a bigger treat to humans furthering their civilization? Mostly because I want to know which field to join. Secondly, because there's one. Mostly because I want to know which field to join. Secondly, because there's one more thing you got to learn about command mate. Sometimes the people that you kill are your own men. Yeah, fuck yeah. Honestly, education. Fucking education. It's the more things you know. It's the most important. The most important. What is politics without education? What is education without politics? What is politics without education? Like, education, man. You gotta know shit. The reason why we're in the situation that we're in, where we're spiraling down, is because people are so fucking stupid. They're so dumb. But education, always education. I am a very firm education advocate. I believe it's important to know things. I believe that knowledge is power. It's power! Fucking, yeah, knowing shit. Fuck yeah, you gotta know things. Knowledge, education. Sunny day for everyone. You are so damn adorable. I want to pinch those cheeks on that cute little face. I don't know if people can truly appreciate your sarcasm, but I sure as fuck do. You are my spirit animal, and almost every friend I have is a smart ass. My favorite kind of people. I would like to know if we could play a game of dodgeball together with Joy as the target. Would you be interested? Well, if Joy was willing to play, then yeah, that'd be fun. But if we're like tying Joy down or some shit like that and just throwing dodgeballs at her, that's not fun. There's no challenge in that. There's no honor in that. Fucking, let's make it a game of skill. Me and you against her and Sai. We'll fucking do that. Those are fair teams. Rachel Tania, probably, who knows. I just want a couple's Q&A with you and the sex doll. Am I alone? Yeah, I'm sure you're probably not. Gwen S says you're not alone. But again, things heavy. A couple's Q&A with an inanimate. I'm doing a couple's Q&A with my book of the fucking Book of the Samurai. Here's our couple Q&A. It's no different. I can't talk to a fucking inanimate object and play off of it. I need to look more crazy. Zippy! I found out my former best friend was not really my friend at all. That sucks. I found out he was using me and a sociopath. Ooh. It hurts because I thought he was a really great friend because he was nice to me. My questions are, how do I move past this? And how do I not run into these types of people in the future? Or if you want a less stressful question, what should I eat for lunch next week? As far as lunch, man, you know what? Grilled cheese sandwich. Fucking have a grilled cheese sandwich. So easy. But fucking don't make shit grilled cheese sandwich. Get yourself some good bread. Like, it doesn't have to just be white bread to make grilled cheese. It can be any fucking... If you like sourdough, you get yourself sliced sourdough and make fucking grilled cheese sandwich. And get a good, like, gourmet cheese. Don't go to the racks on the wall. Even the ones in the nice wrapping that are $50 for 10 slices of cheese. Those are even shit. It's all prepackaged shit. Go to the fucking butchered thing where they do cheese and shit in blocks and they cut that shit for you to the thickness you want. Get yourself a good cheese. Get yourself a good fucking whatever it is you like. A Colby or fucking whatever. And get a big thick slice of that shit. 2 or 3 good thick fucking slice of cheese. And make your grilled cheese with that shit. Because you need a good treat. It's going to taste yummy. And honestly, like, I don't know. Like, you just can't trust people until they've earned it. You can't trust people at all until they've earned it. If people ask you for things, you have to state boundaries. You have to say, okay, I'm not willing to do that. And you have to hold to it. And if it's a shitty thing to ask somebody, they know it's a shitty thing to ask somebody. And if they're asking you to do a shitty thing and you say no, they have no right to be fucking mad. And if they don't realize that it's a shitty thing they're asking you to do and you don't want to do it, then they're not worth knowing. Because that's a shitty friend that's going to use you. I don't know. It seems like you're just bad at reading people. Find somebody in your life that you know you can trust. Parent, brother, sister. Somebody that you absolutely know that you can trust. And hang out with a new friend with that person. And be like, what do you think? And if they're like, it seems cool. Then you know that you can at least give a small amount of trust to that person. But if they start asking you to do shit you're uncomfortable with. Or they're asking you for things all the time. Or they're just not interested into anything that you have to say or want to do or anything like that. It's a bad situation. You just gotta judge. If you don't feel good about something, it's for a reason. How did you rip your pillowcase? That's just an old pillowcase, man. That is just a case of an old pillowcase. That thing was at least 6 or 7 years old. So yeah, it's just wore a hole. I just wore a hole through it with my big fat head. So Vain 329. What do you think is really wrong with the New York Mets this year? I think it's the training staff. I don't know what's going on with the Mets, because fuck the Mets, but the Indians are doing fantastic. Oh, shit. I think they're chasing Houston for the #1 spot in the sport, and Houston's got a lot of shit going on right now. Not that I'm happy that there's a hurricane. I just think the added effect that Houston can't play in their stadium and every other fucking team is fucking them over because they're number one and they just haters, whatever. I just think that that's, it's not that it's good. It's just helpful to my team. I think it's terrible that things are happening, but there are silver linings to every giant cloud that rains all over a portion of the country. And what do you think is really going wrong with Joy? Like your personal diagnosis, is she lonely? Lack of support from family? Why do you think she's so dependent on the internet for approval? Fuck, man, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I think that she's convinced herself of herself. She's convinced herself of her own importance, and it seems like she's been doing this for a very long time. She's one of those people that has no authority on anything. So they pick things and they decide to become authorities on that thing. And they do everything they can to push their authority on that thing. And then they get authority and they find out what it means to have authority. And it isn't easy, and it isn't fun. If you're going to tell people that you're telling them things that they need to listen to and do, you better be telling them good shit. Because if you're not, they're going to turn on you when they find out it's wrong. So it could be all those things. She could be lonely. She could be lack of family. I don't know. I think what it is, if you want my most poignant diagnosis, she's a girl. And girls are fucking stupid. They're just girls that you meet and you go... There are guys that are the same way too, but girls do it a different way. Guys are either violent and you don't want to hang out with them because they're violent, or they're just awkward as all hell and you don't want to hang out with them because it's uncomfortable. Girls can take confidence to a level beyond annoying as fuck, where they're just always right and always know everything, and everything you talk about, they've got a story, and oh my god, it's just I don't know. Girls just do it a special way. It's overbearing confidence, overbearing strength. I'm strong. Look how strong. And that's kind of what she's got. She's got a lot of that. She's fucking no. It's me. That's her thing. Overbearing confidence. Overbearing confidence. Rose, Ella Grace. Well, it's not advice, but you'd still be helping me. I need to redo my nails soon. What color should polish? What color polish? Oh, it's usually a decision I give my cats by throwing the colors I'm feeling on the floor and seeing which one gets got first. I'm way too goddamn indecisive, so if you would you eliminate my pondering, then I'll do them sooner. Please, thank you. Well, I hope 6 days, 7 days was good enough time for you to not have any polish. I bet you're waiting for a color. Periwinkle. Laurelyn Morrow. Okay, I caught my husband cheating after being married since high school. 30 years. It's been 5 years and I still feel too weirded out to try to date. How should I start forging a path forward and not being stuck? You just gotta get out there. Honestly, you just gotta get out there. You're not gonna meet people sitting at home. And you're not really gonna meet people online. You're gonna meet people online. And who knows what could happen with people online. But the thing is, who knows what could happen with people online? Who knows what can happen with people online? So, gotta get out there. Gotta do, it's true what people say. You gotta go to where the people are. Go to fairs. Go to things like that. And just kind of see if you can strike up conversations with people. Walk down the street and sit at restaurants and see if you can just strike conversations with people. There's cafes where everybody just kind of sits wherever. Ask somebody if it's okay you can sit at their table and just fucking strike up a conversation with them. I don't know. Things like that should happen. You just don't worry about dating. Worry about meeting people. Make friends. Hang out with friends. Hang out with friends of friends. Meet new friends. Make new friends. And then go from there. Friendship can turn into a relationship. That's the most organic and wonderful way for it to happen. But it's not going to happen if you're not meeting people. You just got to meet all sorts of people. Yeah, get out there. Forging a path forward with a machete. You just got to get out there. Game Granny. Where can I find a really comfortable pair of pantyhose? Probably Amazon. Go to Amazon and look for the one, look up, search pantyhose, and find the highest rated with the most good comments that say comfortable. These are comfortable. That's what you do. I really have no frame of reference beyond that. Cup full of nuts. Does your nose itch whilst on camera? And if so, can we make a drinking game of it? Oh shit, snap, wrong channel. Sorry. This should have gone into statements. Well, now we know. No, my nose doesn't itch. Rising Phoenix Dev, Jesco speaks. 1. How do you propose to add humor or spice up a boring topic to be entertaining and fun? Think of it from a surreal perspective. 2. What video editing software do you use, and did you pirate it? I use Coral Video Studio X7, and no, I did not. Paid for it. Who is your favorite YouTuber to rag on? Probably Riley. She's so out there. She's just so goddamn out there with the shit she says. It's just, it's so ignorant. It's just so ignorant. Like, it just makes me laugh. Like, now I love this. She does a whole bunch of different topics. That's awesome, too. 5. Did you fall from heaven? Nope. Because there's a huge freaking crater in Arizona, the aspirin. Or karma. If a person can't find a reason to get out of bed in the morning, so stays in bed all day besides therapy he's doing that, what advice do you have for them? Great question. Could have asked the same for a very special family member who lives with me. He's tried playing music and then gets him riled up. For me, it's club music like techno or planning something in the day to look forward to. A friend bringing a favorite meal over to share, perhaps. It's a good idea. Sometimes it takes forcing yourself to start. Like make themselves do one small thing out of bed every day, then two, etc. It's not a bad idea. Get a dog. It's actually not a bad idea. Find something that you look forward to. I think that's really a good thing to do. If it's whatever it is, just you gotta find something to look forward to. Like for me, when I was working and I hated my fucking job, I would look forward to waking up just to go to work, get it over with, and then come back home and have fun. You know what I mean? So like that was my getting out of bed was just looking forward to coming back home, you know? But yeah, you gotta find something that you just want to do during the day. Like, if there's really nothing for you, there's really nothing for you. So you gotta find something that's important enough to get your ass fucking motivated to go. Other than that, working out your issues through therapy, so it's good they're doing that too. But yeah, you gotta find something that wants to get you up. Like, for me, it's talking to you guys. So it's gonna be different for everybody. It's gonna be different for everybody. You gotta find whatever. You gotta find that one thing. Maestra Therianthropy. Fair enough. Andy, you told me to remind you on the next 500 to bring up the porn genre pay for gay. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but you did ask, man. I can't remember what we were talking about. Pay for gay. Oh, shit. I do remember now. I remember that story. Alright. Here's my pay for gay story. God damn, I can't believe I'm already at an hour. Can't believe my voice is holding up. So, I used to go camping. I used to go to a camping thing in Pennsylvania every year. Medieval people doing medieval thing. This is an old story. During it one time, I was hanging out with a bunch of people and we were walking along. And I never wore a shirt. Like, I wore pants and just a do-rag. I never wore a shirt, cause why? You know, don't need to, so don't need to. But so we were walking along a path, and a golf cart security team, you know, the security guys, they came up. It wasn't like security's run by people that go to the event. Like, they just kind of go around and they have walkie-talkies and they just police. Like, if there's a problem, if somebody says, oh, we need an ambulance down here, they radio to the ambulance and the ambulance. You know what I mean? It's people that are just constantly roving to serve that purpose of go-between, between the real world and the campers. So security, when I say security did this, people that go to the event, not like security. All right? So security cart comes up. One of the guys kind of looks me up and down, and they're talking to other people, and you know, and he looks at me at one point and he says, I will let you name your price to allow me to blow you. And I said, sir, you don't have enough money. And everybody that I was with laughed. Everybody laughed. And that's when I started to realize that it was entirely possible that he might just have enough money. But the moment was gone, because, you know, whatever. You were offered, and you only get one offer. And I came to find out that the man had like stock in Disney. He was very wealthy. He probably could have bought me. But yeah, he offered another guy like, I think he said like $8,000 for him to fuck him. Like, and this is for the dude to fuck the dude being offered, right? And he was like, yeah, he never let me name my own price. He wouldn't even let me haggle. And I was like, really? I found out that if you're allowed to name your own price, that's pretty special, apparently. But yeah, he buys a lot of ass. And considering that he allowed me to name my price to let him just blow me, you know? Fuck. I really kind of wish I would have been a pragmatist back then. I wasn't. Honestly, that's what kind of pushed me into pragmatic thinking. Because, you know? Alright. Merb, 3-4 Street. It's always safest to defer to a lawyer when asked for a legal opinion, but this is not a legal opinion. It's arguable that you giving a legal opinion, as long as you don't represent yourself as oh, I know what this is. So this is going to be questioning me about my thing, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, my question would be, how do I stop making videos on Joy when I promised I wouldn't... Wait, how do I stop making videos on Joy when I promised I wouldn't make any videos on Joy, but can't seem to stop myself from making incessant videos on Joy? Because I'm sure that a lot of people don't give a rip about Joy and skip all my videos on Joy because she's as useful as tits on a boar hog. I don't know. Is this a dig at me? This is always kind of a dig at me. This is what Merb 34th Street always kind of does. He always kind of digs at me because I think he's trying to think I won't answer the questions. But the way that I stopped making incessant videos on Joy when I promised I wouldn't make incessant videos on Joy, blah, 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 all that shit. What I do is I begin to craft a way to subtly manipulate my audience to where I can pull them away from the whole Joy thing, right? So what I do is I just make it fucking boring, right? And then when that doesn't really actually work, what I do is I take all the sources that you guys send me to say, hey, here's what's going on with Joy now. Look what this person's saying, right? And then I find things that I don't like with how they convey their message, which is easy because it's all just disgusting. And then I tear them apart, right? And I make it really embarrassing for people to even reference me that shit, so then I don't have to deal with that, right? So, right? I make it boring, and then when it's still not boring enough, I fuck up all the people that you send me, right? And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do one whole big thing where it's beginning to end. This is where my involvement with Joy started. This is where it ends. And then that's going to be it. From that point on, if I get referenced Joy stuff, I don't have to feel bad ignoring it. I could just fucking ignore it. But it's funny what you say about that whole thing, because a lot of the videos that people think about Joy aren't fucking about Joy. So the numbers get conflated because people are fucking stupid, because they like to phrase questions, how do I stop making videos on Joy when I promised I wouldn't make videos on Joy, and blah, 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 blah. Because I've pretty much done that. So, whatever. You do your own thing, Merb 34th Street. This is another lightning round. I guess I'm kind of a nihilist thing. So, well, I have questions, but they're all pretty stupid and do not really deserve much thought. So, yeah, if you want some questions, okay. So you are stuck on an island and a box comes to you. What's in the box? It's not a riddle, this is a question, and it would, what would you want in the box? What would I want in the box? I would want a cellular satellite phone. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Telekinesis. How many Batmans can you name? Bruce Wayne. Without looking it up, can you tell me all the names of the people who have been to the moon? Fuck no. What color are my eyes? I have no idea. What states have made marijuana legal? Not Ohio. If you date Rachel Dolezal, is that the same as dating a black person, or are you racist? I guess, I mean, she's transracial. It all depends on your outlook, if she's black or not. But yeah, I mean, if you think she's black, then fuck it, whatever. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be Chinese? No. Why did I learn Arabic? Planning for the future. Would you be willing to date Joy? No. And then, do you ever stay up late at night thinking what would happen if Jupiter exploded? No, but I will now. Ridgemont High, your hello is now my son's ringtone when he calls me. You didn't sneak past me, sad puppy. I got 2 questions for you. One, since your channel has grown, what is the strangest request / message you've received? I don't know. It's pretty, like, banal. I mean, it's not really interesting. It was the one where the person wanted to do a bit with me. And I've since figured that whole thing out. And it was an honest, hey, I just want to do a bit because this is kind of something that sounds interesting to me. It wasn't anybody trying to trap me. I actually am pretty familiar with the person who it was. And I totally get it. It was, you know, it was cool. But it was really weird. Like, it was the time period that made it really weird for me. Because a lot of things were going on at the same time. And it just came out of nowhere. And I was like, So, yeah. And when you meet the right woman, will you throw the fuck doll away before or after she learns of it? Everybody knows about the fuck doll. I tell everybody about the fuck doll. Why would I keep the fuck doll private? It's part of my life. It's there. It's in the closet. It's not like I can just be like, oh, that's nothing. Because that's going to make you want to look in it. And then when you see a corpse in it, you're going to be like, what the fuck? So it's better to just get it out of the way and go, that's what it is. And will I throw it away? Fuck no, I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to fucking... She ain't going to be around forever, maybe. You know, you never know. I might still need my fuck doll. And you never know what I could use the fuck doll for. I'm a performer. And Heather Rose thought that was funny. Steel X Rose asks, can we ask more than one question? Yes, you can. Brown polyester shirt asks, what should I eat for my cheat day this Friday? Dude, fucking, what I eat on my cheat day is I go and I get a 6-pack of cheeseburgers from Hamburger Station. They're like little sliders. They're little mean cheese. They're the greasiest fucking things in the world. They're so goddamn good. So I get those, and that's my cheat day. A 6-pack of those motherfuckers. I had a cheat day yesterday, and I was only able to eat 5 of them, so I still have one left over in the fridge, but they are terrible reheated. So that's what I get. Just whatever is the greasiest, nastiest food, but it just tastes so good. That's what I get every cheat day. VHS archive. If I research you, what are you most worried I might find? Fucking nothing. I got nothing. For real, I got nothing. Like, there are things that you can bring up on me and you can just blow out of proportion and you can lie about and you can just make it whatever it is. But no, like, you're going to get two types of people again. You're going to fracture everybody more. There's going to be those people who want to listen to your spin on what you fucking find, and they're going to think that I'm a horrible person because they're listening to your spin. And then there's going to be those people that are going to hear my explanation for things, and they're going to go, oh, well, okay. It's really actually nothing. It's kind of like the pedo ring thing. You can make pedo rings, and you can go, it's pedo ring, and everybody will go, oh, pedo ring. And then when you find out what it's actually about, they're going to go, why did you say pedo ring? You know what I mean? So, I'm not worried about shit. Do your worst. And I was wondering if you guys, you cannot enter. Hell yeah. I can answer that honestly. Fucking nothing. I got nothing. I don't have any major arrests. I don't have any arrests. I've never, like, I've gotten pulled over for speeding tickets. Like, I don't do anything stupid. There you go. Like, there really isn't much. You can get me in trouble with people. You can get me in trouble with my job, but then you just look like a dick for that. Like, there really isn't anything, so. Trying to think. That's why I'm stalling. Trying to think. I can't think of anything. Chris Meir. Fucking, I know who that is. Advice questions. Okay. Should I get more RAM or should I get an SDD first in order to maximize? Fuck, man. I don't know any of that shit. I know bigger numbers are better. It's pretty much the way I know it, because it means it's either newer or it does more. That's all I know. Y'all with your fucking your shit there, talking all this jargon, I don't know. I would say essentially what you're weighing is the option of, do I buy the more expensive thing and then buy the cheaper thing, but I'm going to have to wait for both, or do I buy the cheap thing that I can afford now, but then have to wait a really long time for the expensive thing? And the question is, what is going to be more beneficial to you by the time you have both? Is it going to be more beneficial to wait and buy the expensive thing and then wait slightly less to buy the less expensive thing? Or is it going to be more beneficial to buy the less expensive thing now and wait to buy the more expensive thing until farther in the future? That's what you're weighing. And you clearly know the answer to that question a hell of a lot better than I would. Love Stampy 051. Can you come over to Australia to give me a big hug? I think you would give the best hugs. I wouldn't say that I would fly all the way to Australia just to give you a big hug. But if I were ever in Australia, I would certainly give you a big hug. And I'm a hugging person. So, hey, you never know. Maybe I do. London Rain. Congrats, Annie. Well deserved. Hey, when are you going to get a P.O. box so we can send you free shit? Not like literal shit, but stuff. Unboxing videos are the best ever. This was one of the things that finally got me to go and get the P.O. box. Yeah, everybody wants P.O. box. Yeah, everybody wants P.O. box. So, you have a P.O. box. And Lolcow is discussing whether or not they think you are a hypocrite for the way you are handling the Joy drama. Any comment? Well, you got my comment. Sue Yourself wants lotto numbers. The lotto numbers will be 7, 14, 53, 48, and 5. Now, actually, the lotto numbers, the next lotto numbers are going to be 4, 8, 15, 16, 17, 48, 32. No, I don't actually remember what 4, 8. I don't remember. Any of those will work, though, for you. Any of those will work. Alright, so that's it. And from here on, it's going to be all of the comments, just so that you guys can see all of the statements that were made. We're going to do just a little quick fucking video thing with it. I know we're way over, like, an hour at this point. But Jesus. So, enjoy. Look for you if you made a comment that wasn't a question. It's going to be coming up here. And have a good day. Bye-bye. you.